What's up, guys? Welcome to GamePlaysYOU, and thank you for joining me as we start our run-through of Black Mesa. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Black Mesa, it is a complete recreation of the original Half-Life. A team called Crowbar Collective have taken the original game, they've updated textures, shaders, they've done some work with the sound design, but they've managed to preserve a lot of what keeps Half-Life Half-Life. So they've done such a good job that Valve has actually allowed them to sell this thing on Steam, and it's part of the summer sale for the first day. So hopefully this goes up before the summer sale ends. But if you're interested, check it out on the Steam page. It's a great reworking of the original game. I've not actually played through all of it. I've kind of watched it go through different iterations over the last couple of years. I believe they started it well before 2012, and they started releasing public betas, alphas of the game back then, and they've reworked it several times. They've gone through and updated their own updates, and it's really something special. I'm gonna be Half-Life hipster for a second, but I was playing the original game back in like 98, 99 when it came out. My friend's brother had a little PC in their parents' room, and he would play it, and I'd go in there and watch him, and I was like 12 years old at the time. I would watch him play that game and just say, wow, that is unbelievable. Because, I'd been exposed to like Mario Brothers and Zelda and stuff like that, but I'd never seen a game that was as adult and mature as Half-Life. And you look back on it now, the graphics they're fairly dated, but it's still, it works. It works as a game, it works as a story. It's one of the first games I can remember playing and really being kind of, dragged into the plight of the character. Valve was one of the first companies that kind of adopted this idea of cinematic experiences within the framework of the gameplay. So when you play a game today like Halo or Call of Duty or anything like that, they do a pretty poor imitation of what Valve did back in the late 90s. But Valve was the first game developer to say, we don't need cutscenes, we don't need movies within our game. We're going to treat the player like they're within the game world, and it just works. It stands up, what is it now, 17 years since the original release of the game. Obviously Half-Life 2, it's been a long time. Obviously everybody is waiting for Half-Life 3. This is kind of the next best thing, is this sort of reworking of the original Half-Life. So I'm excited to show this to you guys. I'm excited to experience it for myself, because like I said, I've not played through the entire game. I've just sort of tried out various demo levels, and I think I played it last like 2 or 3 years ago. I was happy to pay for it. I think the team of modders that have worked on this have done an amazing job. And you can already see with the texture upgrades, going through this first initial sort of intro to Black Mesa and the research facility and all these various zones that you're going to fight through. It's pretty badass. I don't remember any game before this that introduced you to the environment as effectively as Half-Life. So yeah, I'm liking what I see so far. We are making our way deeper and deeper into the Black Mesa research facility. And if you remember, if you've played the original Half-Life, Gordon is doing the test chamber and he's late. Still strikes me how massive this research facility is. I can't remember what state it's in. It's got to be either Arizona or New Mexico, since we're out in the middle of the desert. My intention is to play through the entirety of Black Mesa, assuming it does well on the channel. If you guys want to see more of it, or if you want to see me move on to something else, I'm sure you'll let me know. But the only downside to it is the last quarter of the game, the levels in the Zen area are not complete. They are working on that, but this is kind of what they've come up with so far. They've got everything done all the way up through when you leave Black Mesa, but No Zen levels in the last bit of the game. Which honestly, if I have to criticize any part of the game, it would be those last levels and how it's just kind of different from the feel of the levels in Black Mesa. So Gordon Freeman is 27 years old and he has a PhD in theoretical physics from MIT. What have you done with your life lately? Man, that is your standard Valve energy beam. Whenever I think of Valve, I always think of their energy beam design. Like if you look at something in Half-Life or Half-Life 2, I mean, you can just tell that's designed by Valve.
Immediate openings are available in the areas of materials handling and low clearance security. Please contact Black Mesa personnel for further information. If you have an associate with a background in the areas of theoretical physics, biotechnology,
yeah, look at that guy.
or other high-tech disciplines,
God, this is all just rushing back.
recruiting team.
I think I played the original maybe 10 years ago. I popped it back in and played it, and it was dated back then. I played Half-Life 2 quite frequently, though. Half-Life 2 I'd probably put in my top 3. As would most people.
A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment.
It's tough to say exactly what it is that Black Mesa does. I know they are a physics research facility, but obviously there's something more going on within the boundaries of this facility. It's not strictly scientific research, or it could be the type of research that isn't entirely government sanctioned. Oh, there he is. Look over there. See G-Man in the car over there? Yep, we're just passing him by. Speak of the devil and he will appear.
Now arriving at Sector C test labs and
God, look at how massive this is.
Please stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity. Before exiting the train, be sure to check your area for personal
Come on, bro, I'm late.
Thank you.
Come on.
Have a very safe and productive day.
They did a lot of cool work updating the facial models. If you remember, if you go back and play the original Half-Life, it's pretty.
Morning, Mr. Freeman.
It's pretty horrendous to look at, especially the facial animations. Hey, dude. Let's go.
Pretty scarce around these parts. Guess his bar tab must have finally caught up with him.
Alright, I am using a gamepad. They did throw that feature in there, which is cool.
Oh man, you cut the ponytail.
I used to have a ponytail? I didn't know Gordon Freeman used to have a ponytail. I bet if I look on DeviantArt right now, I'll find more than one image of Gordon Freeman with a ponytail. People love Half-Life.
I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files. Just one of those days, I guess.
Whatever.
They were also having some problems down in the test chamber, too, but I think that's all straightened out.
I'm late.
Good morning, Dr. Freeman. There was a coolant leak earlier.
Alright. Believe, if I remember, I have to get the HEV suit to start.
Good morning, Gordon.
Looks like somebody here.
Yes, about that. Good morning. We're going to need you to come in.
Wherever that is.
Shut up.
I remember as a kid being lost in the beginning of Half-Life. See, I'm already backtracking. I remember being lost when I was younger playing this, like, multiple times. Okay, no, it's this way. That's right. Down here, perhaps? Let me
Hold
in.
it right there, Mr. Freeman.
Whoa.
I got explicit orders not to let you through without your hazard suit on.
What a dick. Alright, so it's gotta be the other direction.
And to say nothing of the modern perspective necessary to monitor its influence. I mean, combined with today's
Yeah, here we go. We're on the right track. Yeah.
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
Take that.
Control yourself, Gordon.
Huh. Yeah, there it is. Oh man. All coming back to me.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective system for use in hazardous environment conditions. Automatic medical.
So they even kept the voice of the chick that's sounds like the chick from Poltergeist.
Some toilet paper.
Atmospheric.
There's just so much charm to this game. All right. Break room.
Morning, champ.
Well, I'm gonna get a little snack, and we are gonna take a break here. We're just getting started, guys. Join us for the next episode of Black Mesa on GamePlaysYOU.